Alright guys, welcome to the last part of Crash Bandicoot, The Wrath of Cortex. We get the last of the relics in here. One of the levels we showcased twice, because the first relic I got was a sapphire, and then I had to redo it. But that's for later within the video. So this was a good LP. You have gotten a lot better feedback, a lot of feedback actually, on this LP than I have been getting on most of my LPs. I think this is because it's been a heavily sought after LP for me to do. A lot of people have been asking for it, as I mentioned in the last video, and I think that might be the reason. I mean, some of the other stuff you guys haven't really asked for, like I know you didn't really ask for Knack. I just wanted to get a PS4 game in and, you know, have some fun with that. But, yeah, you guys have been asking for this, and you guys have been really good with the sharing and all that great stuff. The liking, the commenting. Like, I think just on the first day, the first video did like 40 views, 9 comments, like 4 or 5 likes, which 40 views, yeah, that's not a lot of views, and you know, none of those numbers are, you know, big extraordinary numbers. But with what I had been doing normally for each video, that's a hell of an improvement. And I think it just might be because of the way that I've been doing things. I'm kind of established as a Crash Bandicoot and a Spyro person. Those are going to be the more sought after, or more watched, I guess I should say, Let's Plays than anything else I really do. Which is another reason why I do the games in the order that they come out in. Is one, it holds a story, and then two, people are able to what is it I'm trying to think here? People are able to establish that, hey, he's done so well, and I enjoyed his other Crash games, or his other Spyro games, or Jak and Daxter, or whatever have you, Call of Duty, that this is also going to be a really good game, or a really good Let's Play that he's going to do. It may not be the best game, but because I had a lot of fun watching him do the previous ones, I know I'm going to have a lot of fun watching him do this one. That seems to be what I think your mind might be going through. And yeah, we missed that platinum by like 2.5 seconds, which if I had hit that goal, that 3 block that was floating in the air, I would have gotten it. So that's a thing. Yeah, so I just leave that in. That wasted maybe like a second or two. I thought going back there might have been those boxes might have been what am I thinking? They might have been time trial boxes, but they weren't. And I found that getting invincibility in this level really does help. Especially if you're able to get it as many times as you possibly can. You come in, you start the time trial with 2 Akus, and you're just able to... Oh, look, first Aku. Bam. You're able to get invincibility. And then there's another Aku coming up, I believe, yeah, right here. And bam, look, more invincibility. It helps you run a little bit faster. It just automatically breaks the boxes for you, kills any enemy. So, I definitely think that does help. Granted, I guess I screwed up somewhere along the way because I didn't make the gold in this run. This is the Sapphire run. This is a level that we had to do twice. That helped. Is spinning the Scorpion into the 2-second box. Granted, it made you get it early, but... Yeah, but it's these damn monkey bars again. I've mentioned it before. It's just... God, I do not like them. And you just want to go through this, the minecart area as fast as you can. This is actually, I think, pretty as fast as I could do it. There's none of the boxes are going to be overhead for time. They're all just going to be on the track, so you just want to mash that button as quickly as you can for that. There really isn't a strategy for these except for go fast. And yeah, I lost an Aku there, so I'm not going to get invincibility for a third time, which may have actually ended up getting me. If I got the third invincibility, I think I would have gotten the gold, or yeah, the gold. That's what I was meaning to say. Because that would have been the fourth invincibility right there. Is the one that we're currently in now. And I mean, it's just so much nicer to be able to break boxes without having to spin at them or anything like that. And then there's an Aku coming up here. So you can get a total of like, oh god, what is it? Like 5 invincibilities? Or something like that. Something really ridiculous. Yeah, so we end up getting invincibility here, which does help, but it doesn't move you faster on the monkey bars, which is annoying. Because it moves you faster everywhere else, just not here. Gold Rush, you were such a pain. Yeah, and then still more monkey bars, god. Yeah, Cortex Vortex, with that being that level, wasn't that hard. Wasn't as hard as I thought it would be, but we did pretty well for Cortex Vortex. There's a, I think it might be the next one. We miss Platinum by 1/10 of a second. And it hurts that I missed it by 1/10 of a second. But, you know, what can you do? I got gold, and that's really all that mattered. I actually got to 106% with a sapphire relic, which I didn't know was possible. Oh, and something, I was on Bandipedia. For those of you that don't know, Bandipedia is the Crash Bandicoot Wikipedia. It's for everything Crash Bandicoot. I guess within Warped and Crash 2 Cortex Strikes Back, whatever it's called, because I can't really think of it right now, there is a glitch to get multiple gems and multiple crystals. More than the 25 crystals that you can get. More than the 47 gems that are in Warped. More than those. Like, you can end up getting more than the 32 relics that you can get. I believe you can end up getting 64 of everything with this glitch. Granted, the glitch takes quite a bit to do. But I'm actually going to research. I'm going to go take a look at the glitch again and see if I can replicate it on one of my games. And if I can do that, that will be like a bonus video, which will be pretty cool. I actually want to try it because I was reading that and I'm like, whoa, that's awesome. What else to talk about? New Let's Play. Well, not really a Let's Play starting tomorrow. It's 2 videos long. It's really a mess around. It's a game that I had never played before, and I started playing it, and I was bad at it. Like, really bad at it. And, oh man. I just don't like the way that the game is run. But there was a path. Okay, so on this bridge, there was a path that I took that screwed me. And that screwed me up right there. And it was that one right there. If I hadn't taken that right, I would have gotten... or this one. No, I think this one's actually the right path. Yeah, this is the right path. If I hadn't taken that right, I would have gotten the platinum. Because it cost me a few seconds to go to the right. And so if you watch, a minute and 10 milliseconds. And platinum is a minute. If I hadn't gone to the right, I would have had platinum there. And it would have been so nice. So, yeah, just little mistakes like that can cost you a better relic. And then, well, technically the 3-video one is a Let's Play, even though it's only 3 videos. But, yeah, that's the thing. And then we got, like, an actual, like, it's going to be like a 20 or 25 video, like, full-blown Let's Play, which I still have to record some for. I think I only have, like, 8 videos of it recorded. Not good, especially since my classes start in 2 days from when I'm doing this post commentary. So that's a thing. Gotta love having classes. Which is one of the reasons why I record so much so early, is because, oh look, I have classes starting soon, and now I don't have to worry about recording so much. Yeah, these red platforms, if you end up jumping, like if you end up trying to speed through it, you can end up getting platforms where you have to wait quite a bit. Like that first platform that we had to wait quite a bit just to get onto it. Which that can cost you time. I mean, any sort of waiting will cost you some sort of time. Whether it be only a few milliseconds, or whether it be, you know, a good 5 seconds. And I am surprised that that guard did not hit us, actually. Because, like, we landed right on his bullet. I think, was it this level that had, like, 3 Akus just stacked up? Or was that a different level? I don't actually remember. But yeah, like, Cortex Vortex actually was not the hardest level. Surprisingly. Yeah, and jumping over that TNT... Yeah, so it was this level. It was just 3 Akus right in a row. Which is really nice. Jumping over that TNT actually saves you a bit of time, I feel. Yeah, and I at this point, I wasn't really caring. I was just, alright, I can make it to the end, so... And bam, gold. Not bad. So, and I think that's the last relic that we had to just collect. And then I believe we just had to redo one. Just so I could have all golds and all platinums. Even though I hit 106% with 1 sapphire. But yeah, I've been doing Brotherhood, and oh man, that is so fun. I'm on like memory number 7, but I'm only like 50% through the game. So that's the thing. Yeah, I got 106%, and I have all the relics, but I still need to put 1 to gold because that's like the official 106%. Your percentage might go up if you make everything platinum. I, however, am not good enough at that. So that's not gonna happen. I am not going to make I am not going to continue this just to get all platinum relics. All gold and platinum, I am completely fine with. It is what I did for frickin' Warped, and that game was a pain in the tuchus as well. So anything with really, like, you have to do something flawlessly in a certain amount of time, they will always be pains in the butt. I mean, the Master Sprint challenges that I had to do for Sly, oh man. Yeah, I think when we got here in the Sapphire run, we were like at 30 some odd seconds. So we're saving, we saved like 3 seconds already just by doing that. But yeah, like the Master Sprint Thief challenges in Sly were, oh god, atrocious. I finished one with the clock at 0.0. So, like, you have to not mess up in situations like this. And it's really irritating. It makes you... It kind of turns it into a rage game, because if you mess up, if you miss spinning a box, or you just get stuck on a pole or something, it can really just screw with your run. And then you just have to restart. You jump on a box that you should spin instead, it can screw you up. Because you either have to jump just straight up and down so you don't hit an enemy or something, or you have to jump forward to avoid a pit, but then you can end up screwing that up and falling into the pit and messing up. It's just all of these types of things are they are very pulse quickening, if that's like a saying. Yeah, I think we're like already saving like 9 seconds. I think we were at like 122 when we were there, up on that little ledge. Ah, freaking monkey bars. I hate you so much. I don't think there are monkey bars in Huge Adventure. And I just completely skipped that one because it's not even worth it. I would much rather just jump to the platform. And I definitely think that will help you you guys out a lot quicker, a lot better than it would be to do go on the monkey bars and get the one. I mean, granted, you can't really avoid the monkey bars here, but if you can avoid the monkey bars, I suggest doing it. I know they're not monkey bars, I know they're freaking wooden planks, but still, they're pretty much monkey bars. And yeah, so here's the last gold relic. And in 142, so we saved 12 seconds, which is great. Platinum? No, not doing it. No. I was ecstatic at this point when I found out that I got the gold, because that's a hard level to get gold in my opinion. It's probably one of the hardest levels. The water levels are easily the hardest, but it's one of the more harder levels. So, bam, gold. Yeah, I'd still have to shave another 12 seconds off. Not happening. So I have 30 relics. And so that's it. Thanks for watching. And tomorrow, new Let's Play. Take care.